それもやっぱりそのボクシングっていうものが好きだから、なんかそのボクシングっていう、ステに行った時はもうそういうモード入っちゃうんじゃないですかね。その時はやっぱり人間変わりますよね。
Hold the breath. Now.
Swing that body. Swing it. Swing them hard. Swing them as hard as you can.
Okay.
These guys after 12 rounds of fighting.
How would you describe your energy in this camp right now?
もう自分自身と向き合っていいトレーニングが積めてますし、ボクシング自体すごく成長できてるなっていう。
He's really focused on being the best version of himself. He's always challenging himself to be even better. He never stops working on being best.
Naoya Inoue and Junto Nakatani sharpen body and spirit, training with relentless focus, pride, and determination as fight day draws near with glory within reach.
やっぱり、ボクシングが好きだから、もうそれが一番ですね。はい。もう好きでなければ、もう多分とっくにやめてると思うし、それだけ自分がこう納得するような結果ってものはもう出せてると思うので、あとはもう本当にボクシングが好きっていう、もうそれだけですね。
Naoya says his pride still drives him forward, and as long as he remains number one, he will keep pushing himself to continue winning fights.
Look. Sit. Hot. Good. Up. Okay.
今はでも自分のことだけです。はい。やっぱりああいう昨日のスパーリングとかにしても、後輩に見せたくないですからね。まだまだ自分もプレイヤーとしてやってるし、それだけの意地があるし、負けられないっていう気持ちもあるんで、自分がやってるそのパフォーマンスを見て盗めとはならないです。やっぱりまだまだ自分がトップでやってる以上はプライドもあるんで、そういった気持ち、なんかそういう気持ちが多分なくなってきたら、こう格闘家として弱まっていくんだろうなとは思うんですけど。
Inoue trains hard every day, fully determined to prove himself as the true top fighter and show the world his strength, skill, and champion mindset. Shingo Inoue.
最高の試合を見せてやろうという気持ちではいま
He
す。
says Naoya stays fully focused in training, and when his focus is sharp, he becomes stronger and capable of winning any fight. Inoue says he wants to challenge himself.
そうですね。やっぱりどの試合もそうですけど、集中力ですよね。やっぱり集中してると、その場その場の瞬間判断がやっぱりいち早くやっぱりできると思うんですよ。やっぱりその気を抜いたりとか一切しないで、その集中できた時、やっぱそういうのは、最近昔よりも感じます。
Before age catches him, aiming to face every difficult matchup ahead and test his limits in boxing. Junto Nakatani's trainer, Rudy Hernandez.
なんですかね、もう年齢踏まえて、そう長くないと思うんですよ。あと何試合あるかわからないんですけど、もうそこの決まった、その数試合を色濃くしっかりとなんかこう悔いなくやってもらえたらいいのかなっていう、もうそこだけですかね。それをやれば必ず結果ついてくると思ってるんで。
ちょっとフェザー級になると、この体重もまだそこまで足りてるわけじゃないし、フィジカル的にもまだ問題な面があるので、不安と楽しみと、だからそういう気持ちがあるから本当にこう追求していけるというか、そういう気持ちが生まれるんで、そういったところにも挑戦していきたいなと。挑戦しなくなったらね、終わりだと。
Says he is a disciplined fighter who listens carefully, learns everything, and fully trusts his coach without questioning guidance.
Junto's one of the best boxing students that I've ever met. From the day one, he came to the gym with an open mind, and he's never questioned anything that we've ever done. He executes.
Junto spars in the gym with intensity, sharpening his skills, improving timing, and preparing himself to face stronger opponents in future fights.
The difference is that you push too much. No need to push. Just stay. No need to push. Just stay. Punch. See, you push, you punch. So just stay. Try a little bit. Bounce. Have the bounce. Stay low. Don't like to punch. Five become better. That was round 10.
He works hard on the punching bags, building power, speed, and endurance while focusing on perfecting every strike during long and demanding training sessions.
I think more faster, also more damage and more easy, more control. More relaxed, less energy, more power. Same power, but
Junto says he learned boxing his own way and believes no matter what opponent stands before him, he has the ability and confidence to win.
どんなタイプの選手が来ても自分自身のボクシングをできるっていったところは身についてるかなっていう。
Junto focuses on strength and conditioning training, improving his physical fitness, stamina, and durability to stay prepared for the challenges of high-level competition.
You get good sleep?
Yeah, good rest.
You ready for the training?
Yes, now fresh.
約2ヶ月間試合前一緒にいます。基本的にはマッサージを、特に疲労が溜まっているところに関しては針、アキュパンクチャーをします。
よくジュントが言うのは、生きてきた環境だったり状況っていうもののぶつかり合いっていうのがボクシングっていうのはそういう競技だっていうことを言うんです。
Teddy Atlas says that many people are underestimating how skilled Junto Nakatani really is. He believes fans often focus too much on Naoya Inoue and overlook the real danger that Nakatani would bring to the matchup. According to Teddy Atlas, there is a genuine risk that Junto Nakatani could beat Naoya Inoue if they ever share the ring. He explains that Nakatani is not just a talented fighter, but a very complete boxer with strong fundamentals, serious punching power, and high ring intelligence. Because of these qualities, Teddy Atlas stresses that the fight would not be one-sided at all. He also emphasizes that Nakatani is too good to be dismissed, and his skill set makes him a live threat in any division. In his view, the matchup is far more competitive than most fans assume, and it deserves serious respect from boxing analysts and supporters alike.
I think it would be Nakatani. I don't think Inoue and his people should. I'm not saying they shouldn't fight him at the right time, but that's the kind of fight you don't jump, because that could upset the apple cart. He's that good. I'm not saying he beats Inoue. I ain't going against Inoue, but I'm saying that that's a big...
Tim Bradley gives his thoughts on this fight and says that Junto Nakatani has a very good chance of beating Naoya Inoue. He believes it's going to be a very competitive fight because Nakatani has that dangerous offline shot that many fighters have been caught by before. He mentions that Naoya Inoue has been hit with similar shots in past fights, including against Maloney, and even hurt at times when opponents timed him correctly. He explains that Nakatani has strong timing, especially with his backhand and straight left, which can be very effective against aggressive fighters like Naoya Inoue.
Tommy was a guy that's going to beat Inoue. And he has a damn good chance of beating him, man. It's going to be, he's going to have to catch Inoue offline. He has that offline shot that Inoue gets hit with quite often. Carnitas was able to hit him with an offline shot. Neri was able to hit him and hurt him with an offline shot, man. And yeah, Nakatani, he has those offline shots, especially with that backhand. And he can walk him into it. You know, Inoue still has a bad habit of crossing his feet. He'll cross that lead foot. That's what happened when he fought against Carnitas. He crossed the front foot first. He stepped with the front foot to close the distance instead of the back foot to go right. And he brought his head closer to his opponent. That's the reason why Carnitas was able to, you know, go left and then swing back right with the left hook.
Tim Bradley also breaks down Nakatani's style, saying he fights like a bow and arrow, using his lead hand to control distance before firing powerful shots. He notes that Nakatani uses angles well and can counter opponents as they rush in. He adds that Naoya Inoue sometimes has a habit of crossing his feet when closing distance, which could create openings. Overall, Tim Bradley believes Nakatani is not just dangerous, but technically smart, and if he times things right, he can absolutely challenge or even beat Naoya Inoue in a high-level fight.
Reposition. Look, you remember that knockout that Nakatani did against Maloney? Yeah, man, something like that can happen. You know, I noticed that even though, like, Nakatani, he has the type of style where, you know, he's like, I don't know, it's like you're born like a bow and arrow. You know what I mean? Like, you give a person a bow and arrow, and he pull that thing back and released, and then, you know, then take off and run and try to hide behind something, you know, and pull that bow and arrow back and release. That's the style that, like, for me, Nakatani has. You know, he has that fencing type of style up front where he uses that lead hand to control distance and range and to.
Bam Rodriguez explains why he believes Inoue would beat Junto Nakatani, while also saying he is very interested in watching that fight and finding out the true winner. He states that Naoya Inoue comes out on top because he has been in boxing much longer and has significantly more experience at the elite championship level. According to Bam Rodriguez, that experience gap is crucial in high-pressure situations where even small mistakes can completely change the outcome of a fight. He gives full respect to Junto Nakatani, describing him as a highly skilled and dangerous boxer with great potential. However, he still slightly leans toward Inoue due to his proven dominance, exceptional ring IQ, and consistent success against top-level opposition. In Bam Rodriguez's view, both fighters are elite, but Naoya Inoue's experience and composure in big fights give him the edge in this matchup.
Maybe say who you favor in that fight between the two?
I think Inoue wins the fight, just because he has more experience. He's been in the weight division longer than Nakatani has, so I do favor Inoue, but Nakatani, he does have a chance as well just because he has that kind of one-punch power.
Inoue says that he has a lot of respect for Junto Nakatani and believes he has improved greatly over time. He explains that Nakatani has grown as a fighter, gaining more experience and becoming much more complete inside the ring. Inoue acknowledges his skill, discipline, and development as a top-level boxer. In return, Junto Nakatani also shows the same respect toward Naoya Inoue, praising his achievements and dominance in boxing. Both fighters recognize each other's abilities, and this mutual respect highlights how highly they view each other as elite champions in the sport today.
急成長してきてるなというものを感じますし、もうパウンドパウンドに、ふさわしい試合をここ最近しているので、すごくリスペクトも評価も高いと思います。
And Junto, I was going to ask you, you're now in a new weight division. You two are now both in the same division. He has all of the world titles. Are you now starting to study a lot more of his fights as a potential opponent?
はい、何試合か現地でも見させてもらったりしているので、そこら辺で、イメージはさせてもらってますね。
Do you think your style matches up very well with his?
それは戦ってみないとわからない。